instrument, you need to outline where it's going to be. So one of the things I do is I mark every single part of my pontic right there, and I might outline where it's going to be my margin. So remember what I was talking to you about positive and negative error. So positive error means that you have excess and you can trim it away. Right. You can trim it away. So I'm gonna just be overextending this provisional on purpose. All right, so here I'm gonna be marking my contacts. So definitely you don't wanna touch those ones. All right, the question will be, what kind of instrument you use? So I like to use this diamond disc, but it's a little bit dangerous, and this one catching you. Yes, this is my favorite tool. But when you use this one, you got to make sure you use the right speed. Don't use high speed in this one because it's not gonna be good. The next thing I like to use is the regular Softflex, which is this one right there. Softflex, oh, and more.
You want Softflex or A-more?
No, this one is good. I like to use the skinny and the regular taper. And the proximal.
Well, that's the finishing one.
Yeah, you have the regular one?
Yeah, it's right here. That's the regular one.
That's the one. And also I like to use the acrylic burrs. You have any?
Yeah.
Yes.
Here we go. In here. Oh, which one? This one?
Skinny one, yeah.
Okay.
This one right here. All right, let's start. So the crazy part here is to start doing the gross reduction right there. And for that, you're gonna start cutting things away. Don't get close to the margin. Just get close to the line that you just drew. Right there. Right there. Right there. So it's gross reduction. You can use any speed you want. Don't go crazy about this. Just reduce close to the line. Don't pass the line, basically. So right there is pretty good. After this, I use the diamond. All this right here, more disc. So careful with this, because the speed is crucial here. And that's the way you do it, like a brushing in. And again, don't get any too close. This is what you do. And this is the signature move. Go in and drag it. Go in, drag it. One. Again. Here, careful with your finger. That's what you need to keep. Can you do this with the more disc? Sure, let's do it with the more disc. A little bit safer.
You set it to 15. Are you putting your foot on the pedal all the way?
Yes, all the way. See what's the difference with the more? It doesn't really cut that much. But it's safer. With this one also, you can get closer to the mark you just did. Right there. Embrasures. Right there. Flip this one over, and you can do the other embrasure. Right there. So here you need to put a really low speed when you do embrasures because you don't want to kill it. Because when the embrasure you need to pass through it from one side to the other one. All right. Yeah, this speed is so safe that you can.
Uh-oh. Where is it? I see it. It's right at your feet.
There you go.
Autoclave.
We're gonna autoclave that one. See? I'm crazy. I'm going full speed.
40?
See? Because it's gonna take me 3 hours to do this.
You don't have 3 hours.
I don't have 3 hours. Go like this, and that's the way to do it. So remember, I keep the positive error to the end, and just keep the finesse to the very end of my. So one thing is going to happen. That's very common. So here is what your metric said is going to end it, the prep. And here is the reality, what your actual prep finish. Reality, fantasy. If you trim to here, chances are you're going to be short. If you start trimming this away in this direction, just like this, it's going to be a point that you're going to reach out this area right here, but it's going to be like a sort of step. So what do you do? So what you do is before you moving forward with your trimming, just fill up these areas, these corners right here, all these areas with acrylic. When you do this with putty creates this more, when you do it with putty will create a mark actually here. And that mark is hard to remove, and I'm going to show you how it's hard to remove. So let's do the pontic. So we need to go there. See, it's done. But the pontic, you don't have no problems because there is no margin there, so you're fine. Now do the same in this one. And you're gonna. Let's do the same. Okay, fine.
Is that 40? 4.2.
I'm gonna do the same. So I'm coming like this. I'm gonna try to erase that mark because I really don't like that mark. Go like this. It's a little more work. But the chances are my margin is gonna be short, so I know that already. Right there. Can I use a different instrument? Sure. Let's use this. So I put my finger, protect the margin, and go like this. Right there. It's gone. But I want to see my margin. See, my margins suffer already. That's why I said you should fill this before you continue it, because that's when your margin gets short. So right now, I'm probably short here, but I can see my margin is just right there. So now go ahead. Now that's my margin. Right there, and I got rid of this line. So let's see it. Yep, right there. A little bit overextended probably, but I don't know a problem.
Can you trim the margins while it's on the typodone?
Can you trim the margin and typodone? Technically, no, because that what we just like this, right?
With like a smaller software stick, like the one that
With the
goes-
smaller software, yes,
Okay.
but not with this rule. For example, what I will do is here is I go slowly. I start polishing this margin with this. I can use enhance here. And yes, you can put enhance here.
It does same.
Yep.
Where do you get that?
Huh? From last year.
And you can start polishing at the same time. You can polish the whole thing with this if you want. Now this is an overhang, I don't like it, right here. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I can do it with this, sure, but it's gonna take me 3 days, so I don't want that. This handpiece just died, you know?
It's just as you push it in, you push it.
Push it, okay. Can you give me another more, this?
I got it.
Because this is like a, can you change it for me? Okay, let's get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that thing. This part, really don't like it. See how it helps for you to mark where you're going? Rather to be guessing to draw. You gotta draw it. Another thing I really don't like is these steps. Remember that it was 2 types of step. This mark right here, and there is another step right here, which is the contact. The one was here, we got rid of it, we eliminated it. But we still have this one right here. If you see it for the clue, so you can tell what it is. What is this? That's a little overhang there. Okay. Now take care of that. So again, my signature move is putting the finger against your margin, just like that. Protect your margin.
Not your finger.
The finger will be fine. You can get another finger, but another margin. Just kidding. Protect your margin and go like this. You got a mark here.
This is there.
That's the contact, yep. Contact area. Gone. Gone. Overhanging is gone. Minimize. My contact's still there. See? The transition. That's the killer for you, because normally I see almost 50% of the class has this overhang big time. So you go like this, go like this, and just put it right here. Now in the lingual, and this premolar, you see the same problem, right? There's a little excess here. Now I just drew a line there to see, okay, fine, I'm gonna need to work in there. And also I have my margin draw. So this time I'm gonna do it with a diamond disc, just to show you. Here's the diamond. The dangerous diamond. So go with this. the speed in the diamond is crucial. It need to be below 4.
I'm using 4.2.
Thank you. And go like this. And create your embrasure.
So you're going in and pulling. Could you talk it out when you're done?
Can we do in there? And we're gonna drag it in, pull it in. Now, in this area, you might say, but that's your margin. No, that's my margin. Margin is here. Right here. This is just a gingiva.
How far do you want to go in for the gingiva so you're not to avoid breakage but still have a margin?
Just probably, a good question. Probably when I do that, I like to use something skinny. I like to use this one right here. This will do better
Is that the proximal one?
than the proximal one.
The proximal, okay.
And this one, you have better control of the diamond. And you can just, this is the embrasure. And this makes a beautiful embrasure right there. You see it?
So there's the proximal.
And by the way, in clinic you don't have any of these tools. The only thing you're gonna have is diamonds.
We don't have any more either.
No, we don't have any more. They have it, but in limited quantity. So you need to have a embrasure. Embrasure is a must. If you don't put embrasure, it's gonna have irritate. The gingiva is gonna irritate it there. That kind of embrasure. So this is the Pontic. Also requires embrasure. Right there. You see it? Because this is a modified ridge lap. All I do is get rid of the lingual. The other embrasure. So it's easy with this needle because you can draw it. The speed I'm using right now is 4.4, and this needle is pretty new because it's got a good grip. Can you do it with a diamond? Sure. Can you do it with more? Maybe not, because the more is not so thin. Can you do it with the softlet? Sure. But that's basically what you want. You want an area so this is not separated. No letting. Can I do the whole thing with this diamond? Let's try. Probably you can, yeah. Let's take a little more time. And this got this in. So is this now it's parallel? It's got a little bevel in until you see the margin. But this area is like, what is the best bird to get rid of this set? The best bird is the football. Yeah, does it have a
It's
football?
right here.
Just foot,
No,
the big,
this
the
one.
big one.
The big one or this one?
Diamond football, big one.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. So this one, let's see. What I did in these premolars, I eliminated this first and I took care of the margin. And this one, I did first the margin, so the other way around, right? And now I'm just gonna go with the belly part of the football, the fat part of the football. Think how? Take a look at that. Go around the belly part with the fat part, and start eliminating that. Gone. This is step 2. Just like that. Gone. a little bit overextended, I can use the sunbird to get in the facial and take it with that margin.
You're gonna give it till the pencil line?
Probably not until I finish my polishing. Just remember, whatever you do, see how it seals? Because whatever you do, you still need to polish. See? So you can do it inside the patient's mouth, sure. Nothing wrong with that. That's even better actually.
You're keeping the positive.
Yes, exactly. So I'm not gonna polish until, I'm not gonna go to the margin until I polish it, and then I can go with my hands. See, I fixed it already. Took care of it. Done? Now on the lingual, let's do it faster on the lingual. There you go. Done. Don't damage the gingiva though. Done. Now I need to do finesse. For that I need a mortise. Let's finish this. The finesse part that everybody talk about in this lab now. So we use the disc, lower speed, and let's finesse
You have
this.
to turn it off first because pop on, yeah. Leave
Alright.
it on 2?
Let's finesse this one. See, just literally nothing. Just flip this one over. I'm gonna finesse here. Bevel in. This flexes.
What does that do?
Just rounds, makes this one nice and soft, smooth, and reach to the point. So right now, I was far away from my margin, but now I'm gonna get to my margin. Give it over with the soft flex. And now I'm reeling my margin, so I'm there. This one I'm scared to touch because the margin is so thin. That's it. When it's in proximal, what I like to do is flip this one over. And when I go into proximal, I like to drag,
Pull.
pull, like that, boom. Go in there, and in there. I'm doing exaggerated, of course. In reality, the movement is very subtle, just like that. And that's the embrasure. All right. At this point in time, I'm gonna check if I need to add it or I'm done. I'm done.
You have an Explorer, you want to show us how you Press to Explorer. Go show us.
So for example,
check.
here is overextended, and that's okay. We need to get the soft flex or the mortise and reduce. Here, this is the, you might see, oh, there's a little discrepancy, that's still fine. As long as my probe, not my explorer, my probe or my spatula doesn't go in. If you put a probe and the probe goes in and just kind of lifts it, the probe doesn't go in.
So that 3 millimeter space is just for the embrasures?
This is space, this is embrasure right there, right there. This is,
I remember in the PowerPoint said the poncer should be 3 millimeters off the gingiva. Those are just the embrasures.
we can, yeah. This is the embrasure. This is called a ginger embrasure, and this is occlusal embrasure. We got two types of embrasures. Gingival, sorry, occlusal, gingival. This one, you also want embrasure right there. Goes in, goes in.
Are we going to be doing a modified ridge or hygienic?
And this one modified ridge. And this one probably is overhanging a little bit, but no problem. use your disc. And you're gonna start finessing this one. In my exam, I'm gonna see an opening. I'm gonna say fine, it's okay. But if my probe goes in there, that's not fine. Which means the probe is 1 millimeter. So if it's more than 1 millimeter, it's not good.
Oh, that's half. The
That
ball
was
is half.
0.5.
0.5.
Right there. You got it.
Probe is 0.5.
0.5. It doesn't go in. Now, if you have discrepancy, you can add it or reline it. Okay, guys.
For competency, modified ridge or hygienic?
It's gonna be modified rig.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I learned now.
That's making me work.
Doesn't look like I have a contact.
Only one. From now on, we have a video, so I think it'll be good.
On
Thank
both of them.
you.
Not enough finesse.
Alright, I think